endured domestic violence from his father and bullying from his classmates, but he successfully overcame it all with his intelligence. As he enters a new phase of life, will his journey be smooth sailing? After receiving the compensation, Derek and his brother have been working and studying, and their lives are slowly getting better. Even if they don't live a wealthy life, they can at least live an ordinary life on their own. Derek was in a good mood all the time, but the good times did not last long. Derek received a call one night. The person on the phone claimed to be a doctor and asked Derek to come to the hospital immediately to see his brother. When Derek arrived, he learned that his brother had been hit by a teenager's car and was still unconscious. After reviewing traffic cameras, the perpetrator was quickly caught. This was a teenager who was only 17 years old. When the police arrested him, he was still drunk and addicted to drugs. What made Derek even more disappointed was that the perpetrator was a minor, and a minor was so easy. He escaped the sanction of the law, but his younger brother Carl died of excessive bleeding. At the same time, he was also diagnosed with stage 2 lung cancer. The reason was that the company he worked for had secretly cut the safety budget due to senior management, resulting in employees being exposed to dangerous working conditions for a long time. Wear a mask. But the ridiculous thing is that these masks are cheap garbage and do not provide effective protection against chemicals. The death of his loved ones and the blow of fate caused Derek to completely collapse. He decided that he must avenge his brother before he died. So he followed the perpetrator, Chris, and found out that he was attending a party in 2 weeks. Derek was fully prepared to hunt this prey. He first found all the social media accounts of Chris, the perpetrator, and began to follow every one of his updates to determine his daily whereabouts. Then, Derek found Chris's car and secretly installed the GPS on it, a locator. Next, all he needs to do is wait for the right time. One day, half a month later, Chris posted a new message on his Facebook page, along with the location, claiming that he was going to a party a few nights later. Derek knew his chance was coming. On the night of the party, he knocked down Chris on the road and tied him up and took him to a remote house. In a remote and uninhabited house, Derek tied Chris's limbs with chains and kept pouring cold water on him to keep him awake in pain. Finally, Chris died slowly from the torture. After Derek finished torturing Chris, Derek also smiled and said, "Brother, I'm here to find you." Then he committed suicide. Then his consciousness began to become blurry. Will Derek's life as a kind and hardworking person truly come to a complete end? Stay tuned and wait for the next exciting commentary.